Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest transfer episode with Football Gupshup. Guys, we got plenty of updates. It's really racking up right now for the transfer news. We've got plenty of good news for some of the teams. I'm going to be starting with Arsenal. I'll be starting with Gabriel Zeus. Congratulations, Arsenal fans. You've got the first ever brilliant signing. I think that after so many years, I think this is going to be really exciting for you guys. Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. It's done. Personal terms are fully agreed with his agent, and it seems that he'll be joining. It's 100% done. It's been reported by Fabrizio Romano. He signs, and it's going to be a 45 million fee with Manchester City. And Edu and Arteta, they have really bring this pretty good news for the Arsenal fans, and I'm sure that you guys are going to be really excited. I think this is really going to be a big transfer for Arsenal. You really have to be, you have to give the credit to Edu and the team behind the scenes who are working on this deal. Like, you lost Lacazette and Aubameyang, and then you have to bring a world-class striker in Gabriel Jesus. It really is a brilliant signing for Arsenal. I'm sure that Arsenal are working on other deals as well. We did report earlier that Rafinha and Telemans, they are still working on those deals. Imagine if they get those two. Arsenal are really going to be of some force this season. But Gabriel Jesus, this signing is really turning the heads. I'm sure that Arsenal are really going to be looking forward to that Champions League position. They've got Nketiah, they've got Gabriel Jesus now. If they get Rafinha, Telemans, Saka, Smith Rowe, they've got Martinelli, Odegaard. I think it's going to be really exciting what Arsenal have to bring this season. And Gabriel Jesus is certainly one of them. And this is a very good signing for Mikel Arteta. He has worked with him in City, and I'm sure that he knows everything about the player. And I remember when Mikel Arteta was the assistant manager of Manchester City, Gabriel Jesus was really in one hot form. And I do remember that Sergio Aguero was sitting outside. He didn't get those many chances. And with this, what it brings is that Gabriel Jesus will know how Mikel Arteta wants him to play the football in the Arsenal way, and it will be quick passing, and I'm sure that Gabriel Jesus will complement the Arsenal players, and I'm sure that he will rack up some goals. There is going to be some pressure on him in order to get those goals, but I think the way he play, the way his style is, it will suit Arsenal, and Arsenal will really love, and they will really enjoy what they're going to get in this player. Imagine having Rafinha on the right wing, having Martinelli on the left wing. You've got Odegaard right behind you. You've got Telemans. You've got Partey. Imagine that. It's really going to be one really exciting for Arsenal. Then you got Saka on the bench. You got Smith Rowe. It's going to be really exciting for Arsenal. And this is really good news for Arsenal fans. Gabriel Jesus joining Arsenal. I'm just going to put out a poll, and I'm going to ask you guys. Hello, Dinba. Thank you very much for joining. Hello, Entertainly. Thank you very much for joining and tuning in. Hi Dinba, I'm sure that you're going to be getting some Everton news as well. Right now we've got this Arsenal news. I'm going to put out a poll, and I'm going to see what you guys think about this, in sense of what you guys think about this transfer move with Gabriel Jesus moving to Arsenal. Let me put this a poll over here. What do you guys think about this move? Do you think it's going to be a good move for Arsenal? And I am just going to put it over here so that you guys can give me this impression. Yes, he has joined Arsenal, and Fabrizio Romano is reporting it. So it is done. Gabriel Jesus has joined Arsenal, and I'm going to put out a poll right now, and you guys can let me know what you guys think. Gabriel Jesus joining Arsenal. Will he get 20 goals for Arsenal in his first season? There you go, guys. The poll is up. If you guys can give in your opinion by giving in your votes, we're going to try to find out what you guys think about this. So the poll is up right now. You can let me know. Do you think he's going to get 20 goals for Arsenal in his first season? That's what we have. Now I'm going to come towards Chelsea in a bit. Chelsea are interested in signing 2 centre backs. I'm sure that they were reported with Jules Koundé, but there is a twist right now. it seems that Barcelona really want Jules Koundé. So if they get money for Frankie de Jong, which I'll be coming a little bit later, because there is news circulating that the fee has been agreed. So I'm going to come back to that later. But I think Barcelona really want Jules Koundé. So if Chelsea do not get their man, who their next man is going to be, because it was reported that Juventus are not happy with the Chelsea links to De Ligt. They think that De Ligt is their own player, and if they want to sell De Ligt, it's going to be for almost 100 million euros, which is a lot of money. I don't think so Chelsea would be willing to pay that much. I think it's just Juventus are just trying to test the water that how much Chelsea are willing to pay for it, because they do know that Rudiger has left, Christensen has left as well, so they are down by 2 to 3 defenders. So that means Chelsea are willing to pay the premium. So if they want their lift, then they will have to pay the premium price. That is why they have quoted 100 million euros. So that means a compromise could come around 70 to maybe 80 million euros. But I don't see Chelsea spending that much amount of money on a defender until and unless Thomas Tuchel says that he wants De Ligt. So let's see how that one goes. But right now, the way it seems that Chelsea are going after 2 central defenders. Who those names are going to be, I do know for sure that RB Leipzig Guardiola is the one that Thomas Tuchel really likes, and he wants him, and he thinks that he can bring that balance in the Chelsea defense back line, and that's what he's looking for. That is the name that they want. So let's see if that happens or not. So Guardiola from RB Leipzig is one person, and the other name which has been circulating lately is De Ligt, but their main primary target was Jules Koundé, but Jules Koundé is looking forward to the Barcelona one. So let's see how that one goes. And I'm going to move on to the next news over here, where I will be talking about Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is almost coming close to sign for Manchester City. His personal terms have been agreed. So Manchester City, as soon as they have got the money for Gabriel Zeus, they're going to move on Calvin Phillips. They're going to pay Leeds United almost 45 million. And that means they lost one player and they replaced him with a midfielder, which they really needed the backing of, because they signed Erling Haaland and they got Alvarez as well. So in a way, Manchester City have got enough backup in the striking department, whereas they were looking for a cover for Rodri, because Fernandinho has retired. He's leaving Manchester City. He'll be maybe going towards South America or maybe playing in MLS or something. So for that reason, they wanted a central defensive midfielder, and for that reason, they're going after Calvin Phillips. And I'm sure that Calvin Phillips will be looking forward to play under Pep Guardiola. So I think it's going to be a pretty good deal for City as well. So right now it's everywhere on the news that is Gabriel Jesus who has signed for Arsenal. It's everybody is coming up with that one. Now I'm going to come back to Juventus in a sec. Juventus were interested in Di Maria. Somehow it felt that Di Maria deal has been lost because Di Maria is looking for 2 years, and it seems that Juventus were only offering him a year. But now it seems that Juventus are back in the race. They are willing to offer him 2-year contract. So perhaps the talks are on now. So Juventus have got Paul Pogba already. So they want to add Di Maria. So perhaps it might show the case that Juventus are still in for many names. And along with that, I'm also going to go and talk about another move in which we're going to talk about this name, this new guy, Malcolm Ebuwi. He plays for Derby. He was linked to Manchester United, and apparently he has joined Crystal Palace. He is a pretty good player. I've seen some bits of clips of him. I do understand why Manchester United were interested in him, but it seems that he wanted more game time. That is the reason why he's chosen Crystal Palace. So maybe Patrick Vieira giving him some kind of, you could say, some guarantee that he would play. So that is the reason he might have chosen Crystal Palace, and it's understandable. So he's going to join the Patrick Vieira side. Maybe Crystal Palace are thinking about selling Zaha. So if they're thinking of selling Zaha, then they need a winger. So that means perhaps there might be some movement for Zaha. We do not know who that club might be. Previously, I do remember that Arsenal and Tottenham were interested in him. Maybe right now it's some other club who really want him. So far we will see how that one goes. So right now, guys, I'm just going to have a look at the poll, what you guys have voted for. And so far it's you could say 50% between you guys think that, some of you think that he's not going to get 20 goals. Some of you guys think he's going to get it. So that's pretty surprising. I think he will get 15 goals for sure. But 5 more goals we will see, because there's so many competitions. And I think the service if he gets from Rafinha, from Saka, from Martinelli, from Odegaard, I think he might get close to the 20 goal mark, and I'm sure that he will try his best to make his mark on the first season for Arsenal. He would love to be the main man, and I'm sure he's got some competition in Kate as well. So let's see how it goes, and I think it's a pretty good move for Gabriel Jesus. He'll be going to the World Cup year as well, so it's going to be quite interesting. And so far you guys have voted 50-50, so let's see how that one goes. And right now I'll be moving on to the next news, and we will be speaking about another name, and it has to do with Cucurella from Manchester City. Now Cucurella is really eager to join Pep Guardiola. The key over here is that Manchester City, they are trying to see something for Zinchenko. They do know that Everton are interested in him, but Manchester City would really want some other club to be interested in him as well, because they want to get out maximum as they can, because for some reason Manchester City need to have extra cash, because in case if Raheem Sterling leaves, in case if Bernardo Silva leaves or Mahrez leaves, then they need to find a replacement, and for that they might have to go big in the market. So for that reason only, Manchester City are looking to at least get as maximum as they can, so that when they get the new players, they don't have to spend that much. Like look at Calvin Phillips deal, they spent 45 million on him, and where did that 45 million come in from? It came from the deal which is Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. They took that money and bought Calvin Phillips. They want to do the same thing with Zinchenko, and I'm sure that the only club right now which is interested is Everton, and Everton are looking around 25 to 30 million. I think Lampard wouldn't want to spend more than 25 million, and City would want to at least get maximum. That is why they're looking around 35 million mark, because Cucurella is being valuated about 40 million. So they want as much as they can for Zinchenko, which I think is going to be pretty hard. They want other clubs to come in for Zinchenko as well, the likes of West Ham United, maybe the likes of you could say other clubs such as I think it's just outside the box, maybe Newcastle United. Maybe, I'm just putting a maybe. They are pretty much happy with Target, but you never know with Newcastle United. They have lots of money. Maybe they would want to come in for Zinchenko, because if they sell Saint Maximin, they could ask Zinchenko to play up front, because Zinchenko, when he plays for his national team, he doesn't play as a left back, he plays in the midfield, and he has that quality in him. So that is something the other clubs might be looking at. They might be thinking that, you know what, so that's what, yes, exactly, Mikalenko, who plays as a left back, imagine if he has Zinchenko in front of him, that left flank is going to be really superb for Everton. So I think Everton are looking for 25 million, and maybe with some add-ons going towards 28-27 million, but City are trying to get as much as they can from this deal, because they want to get Cucurella, and Cucurella is being valuated around 35 to 40 million, most probably 40 million. So City are going for like-to-like replacement in terms of valuation. So that is what we have right now for that. And now I'm just going to go to Manchester United. Just a few moments ago, and previously, which was yesterday, the news was circulating about Frenkie de Jong. Now, Frenkie de Jong deal with Barcelona, because the reason I want to talk about Frenkie de Jong, because I want to talk about Barcelona transfers, and it has to do with Frenkie de Jong. Today is almost, you could say 26, we're heading into 27th, and in few days time, we'll be coming around 30th of June, which is in 2 days time. This is when Barcelona have to show on the paper that they've got the money and they're not in the financial crisis. They can work with their debt, and they want to show La Liga that they're not kind of going in loss. That is the reason why they want to show that Frenkie de Jong is being sold for a lot of money, and then they're going to re-spend that money. They're going to reinvest that money, about 1/3 of it, into the first squad, and that is why they're trying to find some kind of agreement with Manchester United. So once that is done, then Barcelona could move for other transfers. Now, just before we go to Barcelona transfer, I want to talk about Frenkie de Jong deal. I think Manchester United have worked up with some kind of installments with Barcelona. They are not going to pay the whole complete 80 million. What is going to work is, like, they're going to say that they're going to pay maybe half of it, and the rest of it they're going to pay in 2 to 3 years time in installments. And that works with Barcelona, because as long as they show in the books, it works for them. And what Barcelona could do is then they can show to the La Liga that, you know what, we're getting this money, we are promised this much money, the deal is being done, So we got this much money and we are not in financial trouble as it seems. We are not working under loss. We are making some profit. We are making some numbers, and that is why they should be allowed to get in some players themselves. And that is the reason why Bayern Munich have raised their price valuation for Lewandowski. They are asking for 50 million euros, but it seems there might be some kind of compromise. I think what is going to happen is a 30 million euro fee is going to be agreed, 30 to 35 million, because Bayern Munich have spent 35 million on Mane. So that means he would be the like-to-like replacement for Lewandowski. So you can say that if they would want to sell Lewandowski, it will be around 30 million euro mark, and Barcelona will have to pay that much amount of money if they get money from Frenkie de Jong. Whereas the other money, I think that what they've done is they have prioritized Jules Koundé as the second signing for Barcelona. So they need a centre back, and they think that Christensen, Jules Koundé will be the perfect partnership alongside Arao. So they want to get that kind of defense partnership. And then the third priority will be to get Bernardo Silva, which I think is going to be pretty hard for them because Manchester City are asking for 80 million euros. But right now Barcelona key problem is to get Lewandowski at all cost, and if they get him, then they will work on Jules Koundé, and then they will move to Bernardo Silva. So that is what it is right now with Barcelona. So Manchester United pretty much close. The deal is going to be about 70 million euros and 10 million euros in add-ons, and I think those add-ons are going to be achievables. They're not going to be one of those that if he wins the Champions League or if he wins the Premier League, I think they're going to make those add-ons achievable so that Barcelona are not like kind of thinking, you know what, maybe we didn't get most as we could out of this deal. And Manchester United will soon get their man, maybe in this week, and I think it's just the deal has to be agreed between the clubs, and once that is done, and then we will see some movements in other positions as well, and we'll see how that one goes. So right now this is what we have at this moment. I'm just going to be discussing about few more transfers as well. I want to discuss about Chelsea move for Raheem Sterling. I think Chelsea are quite eager to add Raheem Sterling. I think he's their key man. I think it's just a matter of time that they get Raheem Sterling. They're going to bid, I think, about 35, maybe 40 million. And Chelsea will kind of get at least 45 to 50 million for him. Once that is done, then Chelsea will look for other transfers as well. I'm sure that they want those centre backs. Now, who those centre backs are going to be, I've told you earlier. But key over here is that Chelsea would want to get replacement for Lukaku. So far, we haven't seen any name which has been linked strongly. Now, the name which has circulated is Richarlison, but we do know that Antonio Conte wants Richarlison as well. So it's a matter of pull. Where does Richarlison sees himself? Does he sees himself in Tottenham, where there is already Harry Kane and Son, or does he sees himself in Chelsea, where he'll be main man and playing alongside Raheem Sterling and Kai Havertz? I think he might choose Chelsea because Chelsea will offer him good wages. So let's see how that one goes as well. But it's between Tottenham and Chelsea. So that's what I think is going to happen. So that is what we have for Chelsea in terms of attacking lineup. Arsenal, we've mentioned it earlier with Manchester United as well, alongside City. With Tottenham, I did tell earlier in the afternoon session that Tottenham are still working on that Spence deal. And most probably they'll be working on Richarlison as well. But so far, this is what we have for top 6. As for other clubs, I did report in earlier for West Ham United that they're working for Jesse Lingard. Most probably they will offer him good wages and they will try to get him. Whereas for other clubs, I've reported about Everton that Everton are interested in Zinchenko. They're looking for 25 to 30 million deal, maybe 28 million, and let's see how that one goes. It all depends on what Manchester City want to agree upon. I think 25 million would be a very good deal for them. Whereas coming for Newcastle United are going to get Botman from Lille. AC Milan haven't been able to get him. So Newcastle United have agreed 37 million fee with Lille. So he will be coming to the tune and he'll be playing for Newcastle United, black and white. So that's what Newcastle United are trying to do. They're also trying to get as many deals as they can. They're looking for the midfielder. It might be Paqueta moving from Lyon to Newcastle United. He has played with Bruno Guimaraes, so we might see him playing in for Newcastle United. And there might be some other deals as well. We still have to see what happens with Saint Maximin. That is one deal which I'm looking forward to. I do not know where will he move, maybe to a top 6 club, but let's see what happens with him. He's a really good quality player. He needs some kind of good team which could really bring out more from him in terms of goals. So let's see what happens with that one. And whereas we have also got the news about Eriksen. Now Eriksen, I think he wanted to stay in London. He was pretty much eager for Tottenham and Brentford, but Tottenham have cooled down their interest. It seems that it's only Brentford and Manchester United. Erik ten Hag would love to have Eriksen, but Eriksen would want guarantees in terms of playing time. So perhaps maybe Erik ten Hag speaks to him and tell him that he will be one of the key players in Manchester United. But what does that mean for Bruno Fernandes? Because imagine if you have Frankie de Jong, Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen in the same lineup without defensive midfielder, is going to be chaos for Manchester United. So I don't know how will that work. Maybe Erik ten Hag knows. So I'm not too sure about that one. But whereas concerning with Eriksen, it seems that if we have to give a percentage, I think he's tilting more towards Brentford, and he loves to stay in London, and he's seen what Brentford have done for him. They offered him a 6-month contract and they showed trust in him, which works for him because he would want to repay that. You could say it's a very big thing, if you come after such a big incident and a club is willing to pay you for that kind of thing, and after coming with such kind of incident, it really shows you the trust that the club is putting in you, and I'm sure that he would want to pay it back. So he is a little bit closer to Brentford. So Brentford, if they do get Eriksen, is going to be a very big signing for them. Nobody expected that Brentford would be getting Eriksen on permanent and signing for lots of years. So that's going to be a big plus as well. So that is what we have right now. Other than that, I'm working still on other clubs as well. So far, I haven't got any news. I will be trying to get as much as I can, maybe for tomorrow. And I'll be tuning in tomorrow morning for the transfer morning updates. And I'm sure that you guys will be tuning in as well. I did put out the timing for which we'll be having the morning sessions. 10 a.m. in morning. I'm just going to put it back again. 10 a.m. So there you go, guys. These are the timings. You guys can tune in at these times. Now, these times are all GMT. UK time. So you guys have an idea. 10 a.m. UK time, 3 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. UK time. That is when we'll be tuning in. So hopefully you guys will be tuning in for more news. And I want to thank you, Dinba, for tuning in once again. It's really appreciative that you do tune in, and I'll be coming tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So I hope that there will be many updates as well. I'll try to get for the transfer information for other clubs as well. But so far this is what it is, and I really want to thank you. How long will these be? Most probably, what I try to do is I try these to be as short as they can. It depends on how much transfer news have we got, but I will try my best to keep these under 15 minutes so that we tend to get as much as we can in those 15 minutes. But if there are more transfer news, then perhaps it might go up to 20-minute mark, maybe to a 25-minute mark. But I'll try my best to keep this in 15 minutes. But so far this is what it is, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow as well. If you can't join in morning, you can join in afternoon. Sometimes the news is circulating is this little bit advancement, and then we catch up from the previous reported news. And sometimes if you're not able to catch up in the morning, you can come into the afternoon, and then you can come into the evening where we wrap up the whole day storyline. So most importantly, you can do this and do tune in. And I really want to thank you guys. Please guys, share this channel with your friends. If you have other friends as well who are into football, please let them know about this channel so that we can grow this football community. And I'm really thankful to you guys that you guys have given me this kind of support. I can't thank you enough. It's really humble of you guys that what you guys have given to me. I can't thank you enough. It's really bottom from my heart. I'm really thankful, and hopefully we'll have more transfer news and we'll have more news to break down as well. So hopefully I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I want to thank you very much for tuning in and hope to see you soon. Have a nice one. See you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye bye.